apologize for the echo. Whenever this room is empty, there's an echo. Yes, I am in a box. That being said, well, it won't be so bad once I have the mic arm with the pop filter, but I don't have that didn't come in time. So I was at my other house, putting some wood in the backyard and hoping that before 3:45 my mic arm would arrive. It didn't. So then I started making my way over here. Then of course there's a cop behind me, so I couldn't speed. So yada yada. She really shouldn't be though. The don't lie to the guards because there's no reason to lie. You were about to. That's called lying. Oh, I forgot I had 4 yellows to bending. Oh, I forgot that I had Fire Blast was 9 damage base now. Yeah, it's when you don't look at a character, you forget that there are a lot of things. I'd have to look at what you're doing and what you're trying to do, but I could tell you. Uh, so 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 one recommendation I do have, and this would actually involve a slight house rule or modification to the system, is that surgeon and or physician also apply. Oh wait, no, healing spirits already has its own talent, if I remember correctly. Yeah, yeah, yes. All right. Bounty. No. Although we might steal from him later. We'll see. the briefing. I'm in defense of Tarim's opinion on Karru. You were about to get beat up by a bunch of thugs when I properly met you. That's probably very true. Now, let us forego the slight hurt pride that you may have for being called children. You are all, except for Avari, capable fighters. uh, yeah. That being said, is that if this is actually a bandit leader, it may not be so easy to surprise them, as we have done with the Fire Nation soldiers that we've fought in the past. Aren't don't those isn't that one presence and one kind of going together? Actually, it's one cunning, one cunning. As long as they don't lie to people, they'll be fine. Well, hmm. Well, this shouldn't be too difficult. Then again, as if they are likely to attack a lone woman on traveling the roads, this may be over a bit faster than you anticipate. I say that in all fairness because I do have fire arc, and that scares me. It's the same day. Yes, we had the spa day. Did we? Yeah, but it's the same. Yeah, we I've already checked on Bubbles today. Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah. The funny thing is that the the funny thing about Asya is that she works much better when she's not actually paying attention to things because my vigilance is 4 greens opposed to 2 greens or 1 green in the other two stats. It might not be support given willingly. You remember that the most fearful thing for a farmer, especially in these dry climates, is a farm that is on fire. And what is more threatening than a firebender to your farm? Hmm, well, I guess I'd better get on the road. As she takes the helmet of a wolf farmer off and puts it inside her bag. Says, "Not looking as scary. Might be a bit helpful here." Of course, if they believe that. The funny thing is that because Avari has as high of a willpower as Asiya, they both have the same coercion skill. I know, I'm just saying, you don't think she looks scary, but I can't say anything because you bubblegum flavor attitude is also has the same amount of coercion as me. If mine actually does turn into a fight, I think mine has the highest potential of turning into a fight, so mine could probably go last. So streetwise. Too bad Avari still doesn't remember that. If we go by China and most, if we go, if you go by Chinese culture of those days, it was like 15, 14, 15. Oh yeah. Also, I don't think Avari would. So they're gonna have to make a streetwise check to navigate their way to a healer's hut. Well, that's if the. For navigating cities, it is streetwise. For navigating the wilderness, it is survival. One. 2 blue. Yeah, look for the big red cross on the building. Bold of you to assume Avari knows addition. Yeah, but people don't like talking to you. Hmm.
Healing hut. So this is where people for all sorts of injuries or ailments would go to get treated.
Okay.
They have traditional, from what you were able to find from Streetwise, they have traditional healers. So there's no water bending healers that you would find here.
Guys.
Okay. Is there like a front desk that I can approach? How's it set up?
Yep. So there's a front desk, and then there are some doors leading in further into the actual building.
Okay. So I'll just kind of walk up to like wherever reception is or whatever, and just hi. Are you guys accepting volunteers right now?
The person at the desk looks up. She looks like she's in her late teens, and is wearing. What? Sorry.
That's my age.
Yeah, and looks like she was rather distracted, looking down at the table. She said, "Volunteers. We never get volunteers."
Well, you see, the thing is, I'm a healer. I mean, I'm not from like around here, a healer, but I'm a healer. And I was just wondering if, you had any patients that maybe needed a little bit more intensive care?
With that, she pauses for a second and says, "Well, I don't think they would say no to you."
Oh, what are they?
Well, just give me one moment.
Okay.
Would you mind waiting here for a second?
Yeah, I'll wait right here.
And with that, she gets up and then goes behind one of the closed doors, is gone for a couple minutes, and then comes back with a middle-aged man who is wearing a white tunic, who looks to be like a doctor. And he introduces himself and says, "Hello, my name is Brock. No, I'm just kidding.
Wrong hospital. Sorry. Bye.
No, my name is Lee. I heard that
General
you.
Lee? Is it you?
From the tea shop.
Hey guys.
Huh?
I forgot that at the end of last session, I muted my computer audio on my recording program. The first 30 minutes of this stream has been completely silent except for me.
Nice.
Whoops.
You
Nice.
Oh
are
no.
a genius.
You don't talk much. You don't get to say anything.
What, bro?
All right. Well, we will have fun listening back to this episode just to hear your dulcet tones kind of pop in and out. But going back to not General Lee. Now you have me saying it.
Dr.
Back to Dr. Lee. He says, "I hear that you like to volunteer with us. We could certainly use the assistance. We have some gravely injured people in here today."
Oh my goodness, no, yeah, take me to whomever you need. This broody gentleman is ignore him. He doesn't do well in social situations.
And with that, Dr. Lee says, "Oh, okay. Well, you're certainly welcome to come along if you would like. We could always use an extra set of hands." And with that, he opens up the door and leads you down a short hallway that opens up into kind of like a general hospital area. So think of a longhouse type setup where it's all open air, open concept.
Torture.
Where
Got
people. With that, he ends up bringing you over to a man who is severely burned on his right forearm and up through his shoulder. If you would like to make a medicine check to tell how severe his injuries are, you are more than welcome.
Yeah, oh my god.
All right.
How many purples?
Just 2 purple, so an average check for you.
I don't know anything about it. I've never seen anything this bad before.
Well, Dr. Lee is next to you and says, "This man has suffered severe burns.
Oh my goodness.
These are 4th-degree burns, which are rarely heard of. He was burned down to the bone, and it's a miracle that he was able to last this far. If you could do anything to soothe his pain, that would be greatly appreciated. We've done as much as we can do."
Give me 1 second. I'm reading over my stuff. So could I do calming mist and then on top of that, just to make sure that like he's comfortable, and then on top of that do a soothing waters?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, because like, is he conscious? Is he awake, or is he like?
He's
what's his
semi-conscious.
state? He's okay. Does it look like he's in, like? Yeah, he's in pain. He's fucking burned to the bone. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Hey, stop it.
And those are bending arts. Is that intelligence?
For a calming mist, it's a willpower.
Willpower. I'll start there. How many purples?
It's 3.
3. What the fuck is wrong with me tonight?
Still a little hungover, I guess. Holy crap, there's so many yellows and you still failed?
Fuck you.
I don't.
4 freaking yellows.
It is.
I know. I've been working on my healing. I'm telling you. I'm not at it today.
For that medicine check, you forgot to use a bandage.
Would that help with a check, though?
Yes, the medicine check for applying it to any medicine check would be. What type of medicine check was it? Was it to heal someone?
Yeah.
It was to
to ascertain their injuries.
Okay, well then no.
The first one was to ascertain the injuries.
Right. And then this next one was the attempt at soothing waters. So now I can use a bandage along with
regular medicine.
Yeah. So
yeah, if you try to heal
first
with
time
regular medicine, if you use your medicine skill. Sorry.
So explicitly, the first medicine was not to heal,
yes.
but we can do another medicine check because that one was not a healing check.
Right, because I'm going to try something different.
Okay, so you can do a medicine check with a bandage.
Right, and then...
Which I forget what a bandage does. Automatic advantage?
Automatic. An automatic success and advantage, I believe.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was that? An automatic success and what?
Advantage. So the sun and the up thing.
Sun and carrot.
Sun and carrot.
Actually, if you want to go by keyboard commands, it is asterisk and carrot.
Asterisk, you say?
Yeah. So what am I... Y'all gotta tell me what to click because I'm stupid.
So underneath the dice are the actual symbols. So you'll do your dice pool. So you'll do a medicine check.
Yep.
Choose a skill medicine check.
Mm-hmm.
How difficult is it?
Give me 1 second. So this is going to be a hard check. So 3 purple.
3 purple, and then add the sun and the carrot, which is the second and third symbol. The one below the green.
So add
the thing below the green and the thing below the blue.
Right.
Add that to your dice pool.
For me, the sun is the yellow one because it has a circle around it.
Yeah, but there's the other sun.
There's the fancy sun and the not so fancy sun.
Yeah, not that one.
The other sun.
Okay, so I have my medicine check. I have an additional yellow, and I have a blue on top of what the 3 purple. Wish me luck. I'm gonna fuck this up.
No. Wait, stop.
My medicine check itself is 2 yellow.
Yes.
2 yellow, 3 purple, the sun, and the carrot.
Yes, which is a green and a blue.
No, it's not a green and a blue. It's the thing underneath the green and the blue. You can actually click those
I just click on the... Oh, shit, I didn't know those were clickable. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I would have just said green and blue. That'd be... There you go. Perfect.
Well, that did something.
Yes. So, through your care, you were able to bandage up his arm as well as his shoulder area, and you were able to use some of the numbing agents that were nearby to ease his pain. He, for context, was past his wound threshold. So he was on his way to dying when you came there, and now he's going to live.
Okay. Is he conscious?
He's conscious. He's still in a fair amount of pain, but his eyes flash open, and you can see his eyes are bloodshot, and he looks terrified because he's waking up here, and he looks very confused.
So I'm gonna just kneel down next to his bedside and be like, "It's okay, you're safe. You're safe. We are here to help. Who did this to you? What happened?"
There was an attack, and he's talking in short, uttered breaths right now.
Okay.
On the mountains on our way to Omashu. They came out of nowhere.
Came out. No. Did you see what did they look like? How many of you were there? I'm gonna offer him a Band-Aid in the meantime and just start decorating the bandage that I've put on him with Band-Aids.
So cute.
Cool. And at this point, Kyaye, you arrive at the front.
Cool. So is Avari in the back then?
Yeah, Avari's in the back of the
do I
longhouse.
see her, or is it a different room?
You're kind of at the reception area that Avari was in previously.
Gotcha. Did a small woman with bells in her hair pass through here earlier?
The young teenager looks up and says, "Yes, why? Yes, she did. She was just allowed back in a few moments ago."
Oh, great. do you mind if I just, I don't want to be rude or anything, but she's my friend and we're together. Like, can I go back there with her, or can you tell her I'm here?
And she just kind of shrugs and says, "Why don't you can just go back there? I don't see."
She's like, "They don't pay me enough for this."
Right. This is like a low end, like part-time gig for her. She's like, this is fine.
All right. Okay.
So you come in just as Avari is asking the question about how many people were in their party.
Yeah. Very relevant information.
He says, in our party, there was perhaps 5 of us. But when we were attacked, there must have been at least a dozen men.
Were there? Okay. So, like, I come in. I don't know if Avari even sees me, but was there firebenders and earthbenders?
I just remember there being an earthbender near me, attacking me, shooting rocks at me, and the last thing I remember is seeing a man make a gesture and a wave of heat come at me, and then I passed out because of the pain.
Oh my goodness.
Avari, she kind of pulls Avari and Karru aside, like, this is really bad. My aunt said that he's building up that Hot Foot's building up an army, and there's earthbenders with him, like people from the city, or I don't know, somewhere. It's people from the Earth Kingdom are joining this firebender to hurt people, but I don't know why.
Then we just take all of them out.
This is bad. This is so bad.
I just don't understand why anyone
you had to go through this, sir.
And he says, "Well, thank you for saving me. I didn't think I was going to make it."
No, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna drink a lot of water, and you're gonna get a lot of rest, and you're gonna be okay.
Did you recognize anyone in the party? Like, was it like one of your neighbors or anything like that?
In the raiding party?
Yeah.
They were all wearing cowls around their faces.
Tarrim. Just kidding.
Actually, no, that's a good question. What do their face coverings look like?
They were these dark black cowls covering their face, and some of them had leather armor on, from what I could see. Others didn't. Those were the ones that moved quicker and were cutting us off, preventing us from getting back to the road. They drove us from the road into basically a corner within the mountains.
Okay.
So you said there was about a dozen men, and
perhaps more.
And was it just one earthbender, you said? Were there any other benders?
There were several earthbenders, and then I obviously got these burns. So a firebender was the one that, almost took my life.
Gosh, I'm so sorry. Well, we're gonna take care of this guy for you and for this city.
And we'll be back to check on you and make sure that you're healing up okay.
Do you happen to know did you know about this before you and your party ventured out into the mountains? Were you aware that these group of men were terrorizing people?
We had heard rumors. I used to trade from Gareth to here, and we were attacked maybe 6 or 7 days ago.
Oh, wow.
I'm so glad you got
back in the city safely.
Yes, I was fortunate.
I don't know if I would call this safely.
Well, he's alive, and we know firsthand how dangerous firebenders can be.
We do, don't we?
I'm talking specifically about the Fire Nation army, not about Asiya.
Yeah, but you
To be
gotta
clear.
understand what this is doing to a sheltered kid.
Yeah. I don't know if I really have any other questions. I mean, I feel
I think that's
the only other
everything.
thing. I think the only other thing I want to know is like it seems from asking this guy and from asking my aunt that like people in the city really just only know rumors. But there's no like really other vibe of like, oh, this is what's happening. There's no like, no one has the information about like how this guy is really doing what he's doing. Is that correct? I don't know what question to ask this guy to ask that because
I think the most we got was from him.
I didn't hear anything that anyone just said because.
Sorry, I was making a joke that cell phone cameras haven't been invented yet.
Yeah, that's a good joke.
Yeah, I think the most info that we got was from this firsthand attack.
Yeah.
Avari's going to take a little bit longer and just go around and take care of those who look like they're in a critical condition and just apply bandages and do what she can. She'll probably take about an hour to do this.
Okay. With it, if you would like to make a medicine check just to show generally how successful you are, that would be
okay,
great.
And I'm using a bandage again.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, hang on. Medicine check. If I'm using a bandage, I get a sun and a carrot.
Yeah.
And then I add 3 purple.
In this case, it's only going to be 2 purple. That man was the most severely wounded. Others are not nearly as wounded as he was.
Okay.
Good job.
Hey!
Triumph!
Can the triumph feel like I heal as like a child or something?
Well,
like,
absolutely.
I have a question about the triumph in this particular setting. So, like, does the triumph have to be related to like the medicine check, or could it be like one of the people who is like burned or whatever has more information that like he could give us or something like that?
What if something that maybe a kid would have that information? Because kids are more to speak.
We'll do the best of both worlds. We'll have there be a kid who was injured as part of that attack, and the kid will have more information for you because the kid was also passed out as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so she'll spend a little bit of extra time with this little kid, and she's like, "Oh my God, you were so brave! Tell me what happened."
With it, the child looks at you and his lip quivering as he tells a very similar story to what you just heard. The exception to this story is he says, you know, I remember where we were attacked, and I remember hearing the sound of what almost sounded like a raven cawing, and then they soon fell down all around us. And with it, the child provides a rough location of where the attack occurred.
So they were like ambushed, but they heard the raven caw before they were ambushed. Is that what you're saying?
Or something that sounded like a raven anyway.
Okay. Got it.
And I was just going to say, he says that it was near a large oak tree. And it was one of the only trees on the road. Right.
I know that.
So now you have to at least look.
Yeah.
Near an oak tree. Okay.
It might. Yeah. Okay.
And you know where that tree is?
About a half. Yeah, and it's only about a half day's journey away.
Oh my God. We have to do something about this.
We will. You know, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this bounty, but this is horrible what this guy's doing to people. Karru, are you still here?
Can we just go get the bad guys now?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go get the bad guys, buddy.
All right. With that, why don't we switch over to Tarrim?
Okay.
So, oh, sorry.
Oh no, it sounds like you had something.
No, I was just gonna say. So everyone departed from Gangan's. Where are you going to be headed off to?
Tarrim, when everybody parts ways, Tarrim is headed to Fahun's stable. That's where he's gonna go first.
Okay. So you get to Fahun's stable. Oh. I was gonna let you continue.
He shows up and he's the first thing he does is he goes to Bubbles to see if Bubbles is there and okay.
Bubbles is there and is currently rolling around in a bunch of hay.
Classic Bubbles.
Hey, don't get too comfortable. This is not a hotel resort.
Bubbles eats more hay and you think almost gives you a smile.
Oh, by the spirits. Oh. Hey, Fahun! Fahun!
Hello, my boy! And Fahun comes wheeling around the corner, smelling very strongly of manure from the stable.
Ah. Fahun, I'm here to tell you two things. One, we are opting to stay in the city for at least a few more nights. We will therefore need the services of your stable. The second thing is that I do not have the money on me yet. I will have somebody stop by to pay you later this evening.
Fahun says, I trust you. And your beast is more than welcome here in the meantime. They've been a very good boy, because we have not established whether or not Bubbles is a boy or a girl.
And we never
Bubbles
will.
is Bubbles.
Bubbles is Bubbles.
Bubbles is Bubbles.
Bubbles is Bubbles.
Bubbles is the best Bubbles.
Well, that is good to see. Fahun, while I am here, I do have a question for you. What can you tell me about Hot Foot?
With that, Fahun's face drops, and he starts looking around, and he says, "You don't really want to know more about Hot Foot, do you?"
And with that, Tarrim stops like caressing or patting Bubbles or whatever, and stands up from his presumed he was hunched before this, and now he stands up, and he takes a step closer to Fahun and looks him dead in the eye, and he says, "You tell me what I need to know about Hotfoot."
Well, he's one of my best customers.
With it, Fahun responds back saying, "The town is rife with rumors about Hotfoot. They say that he's growing his number from recruiting within town, and that those who would oppose him will be burnt."
How does a firebender have such a grip on this city?
No one's been able to find him. We know that he, or at least the rumors say that he lives out in the mountains. There are, for rumors that I've heard, quite a few bandits along with him. And the king has not been able to have a successful party to go out to find him. He just disappears back into the mountains.
Fahun, there sounds like there's something that you may not be telling me. What rumors have you heard about other bandits in the city? Is it anybody we know?
For
Who
this,
has turned in their allegiance? Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, for this, I'm going to require a check because he's very uncomfortable right now about talking about it any further.
Okay.
So it sounds like you were trying to charm him, or were you trying to go more of the coercion route?
He's trying to charm him right now.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
You know,
shit,
not like
shit. Just kidding.
he's not. Oh boy, he's not trying to like harm this man. Charm is not my charm is not
That's
my
what I'm
forte.
saying. Is charm the correct one, or are you better at coercion?
That is what he's doing. I don't think he's trying
Okay.
to coerce Fahun. But if Fahun does something he doesn't like,
You're just so much better at coercion.
I am. Oh God, I don't have
You're-
money on me. I have
You're
bribery, but
You have 1 green in charm, dude.
But you have a pool of story points to use as well.
I do have a pool of story points as well. Yeah, no,
Use
I am.
4 story points to really upgrade this roll.
I don't want to tarnish my relationship with Fahun.
He's
Alright, I'm gonna
taking
flip a
care of
story
both.
point.
Maybe you'll get
Yeah.
lucky and you'll pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip a story point to charm. I'm choosing charm to charm Fahun.
Okay.
I do have my pass die, so I have a boost here. What's the check difficulty?
I'm
Said
gonna
he was
go
nervous.
with. Yep. I'm gonna go here with a average difficulty, but you get a boost because of your past relationship with Fahun.
Nice.
Okay. All right. 1 yellow, 2 blues, 2 purple, and I really only have 4 money. God, I need money. I need money so I can bribe this motherfucker.
What
Anyway,
you need
here we go.
is dividends.
It's a bribe check.
Well, I have the talent bribery, which lets me spend 50 copper to upgrade my skill
nice.
check.
That's awesome.
But
I
I
love
don't-
that.
But I'm broke as fuck, so I
But you're
can't do
broke.
it.
Yeah. That's cool though.
It
Here we
sounds
go.
like someone could benefit from sound investments.
I think that's
would
the
make
most
sense.
Tarrim roll I've ever seen.
I feel like we all should
Yeah.
get sound investments. Be like, we all just decided we wanted to get dividends from cabbages.
We want dividends.
I think I should just like write home to mom.
Would you like to escalate though?
I'll allow you to escalate.
I'm not going to escalate this one.
Ah,
I had asked him which of our, which of the bandits, which of the criminals in the city were swearing allegiance. Was it anybody we know? And I failed to get information. How does he react to this? What is his reaction to this skill check, to this question?
He just kind of looks at you and says, I have people that I owe, and I just can't tell you.
Juicy goss.
Give me 1 second. I pull out the bounty from the bounty board. I'm assuming it was like a paper copy, and I just tore it off.
Sure.
Take one. It was a take one thing, you know. Call Boomy at 555.
555 rock line.
I pull that out and I kind of like throw it into his face, still holding it. I'm not tossing the piece of paper, but like throw it into his face, and I say, "Look at the number at this on this bill, on this notice.
86753.
You want to talk about owing people? Why don't you start talking about owing me?"
Oh.
This is turning into a coercion.
You
Backstory?
overcharged. You overcharged me the last time that I was here. I slept in the pen with the Badgermoles, and you know it.
He
Fahun, I want to
responds.
know who you've been dealing with.
He responds back and says it's one of the gang leaders in the city. He uses this business, shall we say.
They're laundering
Which
money.
gang leader? Which gang leader, Fahun?
This one's definitely going to require another check to make.
Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely trying to push his buttons, threatening that he will owe me.
Is
If I
coercion
have-
like the same thing as intimidation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to go ahead and make your roll, it'll be an average check this time.
Okay.
But you still get your boost die from the past relationship.
Okay. So, I didn't get any advantage on my last check, so I don't think that tracks. Fellas, ladies, I'm flipping another story point, if that's okay.
Do it.
2 yellows. Gonna get some good opportunities here. Here we go.
So we hope.
Big money, no. Oh my god!
What is up
Unreal.
with that?
Unreal.
May the odds be ever in our favor.
Okay. I can. Oh wow.
Are we passing the stable at any point on our way back?
You can.
I really
What's
want to
Avari wanna do?
I want to watch.
You're like,
Meanwhile-
wow,
Meanwhile,
Gilliman, you
while all
suck
that's
at rolling
happening, cut
dice.
to Asiya probably fighting someone.
Poor Asiya. Not getting any screen time this episode.
Oh
I mean,
no!
I said put me last, so.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of
you definitely didn't
montages
get
of
free time.
Asiya.
Yeah, can we all like duck back? You know what? Here's, if I may.
Yes.
I think Avari needs a pick me up after everything that just went down, so she's gonna want to go check on Bubbles.
That tracks.
So she's gonna just like wander into the stable with like this sad look on her face, or just like see whatever's happening before her.
You wander in as Tarrim is like bounty out, thrown into Fahun's face, and with my other empty hand, I'm like pointing and prodding him in the chest, trying to get him to kowtow to my demands for information. But I am not succeeding.
Can
I've
I
got some
tell-
money. Can we give you money? Can we
Wait,
bribe him
don't-
together?
You don't lead with the money.
Oh, I'm saying this above the table. I'm not saying, hey, can we give you money?
With that one advantage, you said earlier that he was like kind of nervous and a little.
Yeah.
He seemed shifty or worried. I think you
Yes.
said. Do I know? Do I know if that one advantage, if he is in debt to somebody, is it that he is working directly with Hot Foot and he's afraid to say, or I don't know. I want to use the one advantage to like into it, but not necessarily because like I can't get information from him. I haven't succeeded. But I'm wondering if I could like get something that narrows it down.
So if you're comfortable with it, sorry, Avari, you want to say something?
Well, I just have a clarifying question because So Avari has traveled with this group long enough to kind of have a sense of everybody's intentions. Like, it's fair to say that?
Mm,
Okay, I guess what I'm asking is,
I
would
feel like
she
Guillemon's the
know
one
from...
we don't know his intention much.
Actually, I think that she would understand him the most because he's always been very like, what I say is what I'm going to do. Whereas the rest of us like to have our big bad secrets. So with that, would I recognize what Tarrim is doing as an attempt to win favor, so to speak?
I would say yes to that happened. And then to Tareem's earlier, give you information about why he's so, or you kind of intuit why he's so reluctant.
Oh, you cut out. Okay.
Oh, he's dying.
Is that better?
Talk again.
You were dying. No, you were dying out. So you said you might give me information about why.
I
he's
can't tell
reluctant.
that's me
Is
or them.
Yeah. Give me
So
1 second. Let me switch over to different headset.
Sure.
So then, Tarrim, what I'm thinking while we wait for some more information, and this is above the table. Wow. If I have Avari like come in and try to like referee or like push you guys apart, she's innocent enough where she might win him over.
Can you hear me better now?
Much.
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. I just switched headsets. So to Tareem, and I apologize if I missed part of a conversation that was happening. I can give you information about, what you're picking up on why he's unwilling to share. If that's something that your character would be interested in.
I think we lost him.
Oh,
yep. He's dead,
Oh,
Jim.
no!
Yep, he's back. Oh, thank God. I didn't have to quickly
Tareem would be
reassess
interested in.
things.
Whoa, is that Tareem? Sorry.
That is something that he would be interested in. Yes.
So, okay then. So with that advantage, you can tell that the reason why he's so unwilling to speak with it is that it seems like when he was talking about how they do business there, it sounded like they do business through his business. So they're intermingling what the gang activities are with his stable business. And it seems like they have some type of relationship with Hotfoot.
So you said they're intermingling their gang activities, and it's interfering with Fahun's business.
Yeah, like
Okay.
they're doing kind of like, think of I don't know if you ever watched Breaking Bad.
I have not.
They're washing their money.
They're washing their money. So basically, they're using his business to basically launder money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Did you ever see
okay.
Good Girls?
No.
Yeah.
I know of one. I know.
Is it
money
Avatar?
laundering are, though.
Is it Avatar: The Last Airbender? Because in that case, Tareem has watched that. I swear to fucking.
So that's the impression that you're getting anyway, is that he's an unwilling partner in this, which is why he's not really willing to talk about it, because he's already up to his neck and stuff.
Fahun, I'm sorry. It's just that this is a big bounty, my friend. Look at this bill. He points to the 2K option. Somebody can bring in Hotfoot, and you know that somebody is me.
At this point, can Avari step in?
Yes.
Tarrim.
Yeah, of course.
Not only is the money good, but he hurt a lot of innocent people, and he hurt a child, and he should be brought to justice.
With it, Fahoon says, all I can tell you is some members of the bandits seem to be coming from the underground ring here in the city.
Does Karru like the same underground ring?
Yeah, how do we get...
I think I would probably look at Karru and be like, "You know anything about this?" Like, I don't know if it's specifically Omashu or all of Earth Kingdom. Karru been to Omashu? I don't know. I have questions.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Classic.
The underground... Oh.
The Underground
sorry.
Railroad?
Got it.
No idea. None. Not. He is like trying to look away.
Would someone get into that? Do they need healers there for whatever they're doing?
I
There's a
don't know.
okay. Sorry. Was that a question for Fahoon or a question for?
That was a question for whoever was around to hear. But it was directed at Fahoon, but I assume that Karru is always kind of like listening.
Okay. Fahoon responds back saying, "There's a fight tonight, and I could give you the location."
Karru, are you okay going to an underground fight tonight?
But wait, no, I don't think Karru's the right candidate. They know his face.
I know, that was a joke.
Do
Well,
you know that they know his face?
I know that every time that it's mentioned, he gets really small and shy and shuts the fuck up. So common
Can you
sense
tell
would
me
indicate.
one thing that doesn't happen to Karru for?
I mean, he is kind
To
of
be
walking
fair,
awkward,
is
but
Asiya did
Avari's kind of assuming.
yes. To be fair, Asiya did
true.
mention that when she found him, he was about to get beat up by thugs from
That's
winning
true.
an underground fight.
We do know that he was in underground. Like, we know that. Like, the characters know that he was in underground fights and stuff.
Not the extent of it, but like we know.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
that
yeah. We know of it.
I assume he was a rookie.
I assumed he did it for fun.
Yeah.
That's Tareem's assumption.
But I'm going to suggest that Asiya be our fighter.
You mean the Asiya who's outside the city?
Wait, is
I
the
mean,
intent
he's
that we're
not
gonna
back in the
fight or we're
city.
gonna watch the fight?
I
Yeah,
think
no,
if we,
I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
I think the
in
best way to find out information is to put up one of our own.
in an underground fighting ring, putting the or in an underground bending ring, putting the firebender in might not be the best idea.
It's a surefire way to win.
Surefire.
That was intentional.
I think we need to suss out this ring first before we start putting up one of our own, Avari. But I like where your head is at. If need be, I will take the brunt of this blow.
You can't. Okay. I just want to stop this guy.
Why don't we just capture him? Or the other option?
Well, I think the biggest concern that like Kyaye sees in all this is like we could capture him, but it's maybe, but it's also like we don't.
People.
we don't know how many people he's recruited. We don't know if, like, since he's not working alone, we know that much. Like, how hard will it be to
kill
get to
him.
him? How hard would it be to get to him directly? And then also, like, if we get him, like, will the rest of his, like, groupies still be up to no good kind of thing? I don't know. We just don't have enough information.
I think the thing
And-
is, if we kill him, we make a martyr of him.
Karru, the answer is also a simple one. I have not lived this long as a bounty hunter by rushing in. No, sir.
Yeah, he's like 60.
Gilaman is a dangerous name, and you will soon come to see that you are in my world now.
What do you mean it's a dangerous name? It's just your name, right?
He looks at you and he says, "Nobody who has seen my face has ever lived."
I saw a glimpse of it. Why do you like killing people?
Fahun, where is this underground ring?
It is below the city, near where the boxes end up going at the end of the night for the messages throughout the city.
Oh, the
With,
chute?
Yep, the chutes.
Oh.
And with it, he gives you a rough description of the door you need to get into.
Anyone want to go for a
We can't
magic
count
chute
on
ride?
Asiya. Asiya won't be back until the end of the night, at the earliest. And that's if she does not run into trouble. We will go ahead and scout this underground ring out. I wonder what she has found for us.
And the
We'll meet with her
camera
tonight.
pans to Asiya.
Asiya, how are you doing?
Yep, good.
Good. All right. So, what do you do after you split off from the group?
Well, the first thing she would do is she would find go to one of the entrances of Omashu,
Mm-hmm.
and she would go find a guard there and ask, is I've heard that there's been recent attacks on people coming and going from Omashu. What area are they coming from?
And the guard responds back saying, they seem to be coming from the western mountains that most people enter Omashu from.
Out of character, what direction? Which mountains did we come out of?
And you came out of the western ones.
Okay, so.
Or came through, rather.
Yeah, we came through. Okay, so I guess time for some backtracking. Alright, well. I don't suppose you noticed there's anything notable about any of the more recent attacks?
The guard responds back saying, only that there have been more bandits reported in the more recent attacks.
Does it seem that they're going after caravans, wagons, or just anyone that happens to be passing by?
It seems like small groups or caravans, people who have items of worth with them.
Alright, well. And Asiya gives him a nod and waves and says, well, let's hope that they don't decide that they want an easy job as she starts walking towards the mountains.
All right. So you walk towards the mountains. You left early, like the rest of the group did. What do you do once you get to the mountains?
Once I get to the mountains, I'm going to start looking for signs of a fight. specifically like burn marks on the ground or on nearby trees.
Okay, let's have you make a perception check for that.
Perception, one of my not so good skills. Difficulty?
It's going to be average, so 2 purple.
All right. And let's go. All right, 2 successes.
All right, so with the 2 successes, you were able to find rocks that have seemed to have been blasted out from the side of the mountain. And with it, you're also able to find severe burns on the ground with a whole like pool looking like area of just burnt ground.
This firebender appears to be quite skilled. Or at least he has a lot of heat behind his fists. I'm going to now that I have a general location of where they've been, I'm gonna look for like small footpaths, things that most people wouldn't notice in just a cursory glance. Because
Okay.
If after an attack, that's more than likely the direction where they would have fled.
If you want to make either a survival or a knowledge geography check.
I think those are basically going to be the same thing for me. Yeah, need to get well traveled. That's a good talent.
It is.
Okay. Okay. Difficulty?
This will also be an average check, so 2 purple.
All right.
Okay. So with that one threat, you're going to take some strain as you ended up thwacking your head against a branch of an oak tree.
Ah, the oak tree.
Yes. And with it, you're able to see a path that looks like there were at least 5 or 6 people, all kind of started getting herded off to one of the side paths from the main path of the mountain down into a ravine.
Mm-hmm. Now, Ozzy is going to start making her way down that path, as the less traveled path is the easiest to follow.
Question, is Asiya being stealthy at all, or just kind of walking along, just so I know?
Oh, she's not being stealthy whatsoever.
Okay, good for me to know. Thank you. So you walk along the path, and at the end of the ravine, there are many boulders that have been upturned, and those scorch marks and those kind of like pools on the ground of burnt areas are becoming much more frequent.
Well, either these men are very confident that no one would give chase, or they just don't care. Gonna keep on trucking, keep following the burn marks. Either it's gonna be a trap or it's gonna lead them to her camp. Either way, she gets what she wants.
So at this point, you're at the end of that little ravine area. So there's nowhere to go but up at this point, out of the ravine or back the way that you came.
Does it appear that the earth going up the ravine has been altered recently?
It looks like there are almost steps in it.
Yeah. Ozzy is gonna cup her hands together as she says, "This would be a good time to figure out how vendors are able to fly." As she starts climbing those step-like things.
So this won't require a check to climb the step-like things. They're very evenly spaced. It's kind of like climbing a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to the top of it, and nearby you can see a winding path that twists back toward the main road, as well as one that goes over into a nearby cave.
Asiya will now will make her way towards the cave.
All right. Just give me one moment. Just going to roll something real quick here. Okay. So you make your way back or towards the cave, and you can hear the sound of what almost sounds like a raven cawing.
There aren't ravens in this area.
Fuck, get out of there!
And with that, you see a man emerge from the cave. It says, "Stop right where you are."
And if I don't?
Then I'll make you stop.
And how exactly are you going to make me stop? And she just crosses her arms.
Earthbending that smirk from your face.
Oh, that's bending. That's not much of a challenge now, is it?
With it, you can hear the sounds of a raven calling back at you from across the ravine.
I don't suppose you have any mall friends in there.
He responds back saying, "Wouldn't you like to know?" And with it, let's go ahead and make a cool check for initiative.
Okay. Oh, wait, I forgot I had 2 ranks in cool, so it's actually decent. Oh my god.
I can't believe this. Asiya got into a fight. Oh no.
Oh no.
Who could have ever foreseen this?
It's almost like the person who's good at scouting sent the person who's best at fighting.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Tarrim foresaw this.
We saw what was going to happen.
You're gonna kill our firebender.
Yeah, we'll see.
So with it, he is going to go first. And he is going to attack you with an earth blast. Do you have any defense that I should be aware of?
No, I do not.
Okay. 1 second here. Okay, so he failed. But with the advantage, he's going to pass a boost on to the next NPC slot check.
All right. In that case, is it still during the day?
Yeah, it is, yes.
Is this an arid or hot environment?
You're up in the mountains, so it's relatively cool.
Okay, I was just checking for the condition bonuses.
Of course.
All right, and then I love how the earth bending conditions when outdoors -1 strain.
Yeah, it might be a little easier for you.
I also like the no bending possible, no earth within extreme range. I guess if you're in the North Pole.
Yeah, or if you are an earthbending prisoner on a barge in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Okay. So, do I? You know what? I don't particularly care for this guy. I'm not gonna do a lightning discharge at him. But I don't want to just, he's in short range of me.
Yeah, but you're both in short range from each other.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna fire blast him.
Okay, so he has adversary 1.
Okay, so that will change the purple to a red.
And he also has a defensive 1.
All right. Well, let's see how this goes. Hold up, let me roll another yellow because I do have the talent, Call of the Spirit Wilds. Of course it's blank. All right, so
Dang.
that'll be 10 damage.
Okay.
I will use 2 advantage to activate burn. So he'll be burning for 1 turn. So he'll take an additional 9 damage at the start of his next turn. That it is reduced by soak. There's no pierce. Actually,
okay.
Burn doesn't benefit from pierce or breach or additional damage. So there's that. And then I will use the triumph. Oh fuck, I forgot the boost.
Damn.
As is tradition.
Oh, she's gonna die.
No, he's
Nah,
burning.
this was a pretty good first hit.
It was a pretty good first
0
hit.
successes.
With one success.
Oh, okay.
1 success.
Okay.
If I had rolled
a
despair, it could have failed because I also have to. If I roll despairs, I also have to roll another red dice.
No. This one's dying now. What the fuck?
Then I took 2 strain from that, so I will pass a boost forward, and for the triumph, I will crit him.
Give me 1 second. Let me roll crit for him.
Ouch.
Okay, so that
dang.
effectively means you just get to go again.
He'll still take the 9 damage from burn though.
Yep. Yeah. Let me add that up and subtract the soak out for it.
If this were a smart earthbender, he could move away. Maybe put up some earth armor.
But unfortunately, it's the PC's turn again, so that might not be possible.
He can still take his maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He's only staggered. So if he wanted to, he could try and run.
The key word is try.
You will try. That's funny.
All right.
So with that, he is going to activate his earth armor. So you can see him slam his fist down into the ground and raise it up, and his body's encased with earth.
Oh, I see. So you're doing that one now. As I did pass a boost to my next check, so there's that. As I will take 4 strain to activate lightning generation.
Oh.
Okay.
I like that you were you were saying, "Oh, Asiya's not going to go all out," and then this man put up
he
himself.
he didn't.
You were like,
He,
"You know what?
as soon as he tried to protect himself, might as well. Let's see. It took 4 strain to do that. It'll be adversary 1 with 1 defense. I will have 2 boosts.
Actually, it's the defense is higher now because he did earth armor.
Okay, so how
So defense rating of 3.
Okay, 3. Ouch. So I will spend. Oh wait, do I have good form 2? Or do I still only have good form 1? Good form 1. Okay, so yeah. So 4 base. And if I take 6 more, yeah, I'll reduce it to an easy check to 1 red and 3 blacks.
I am going to flip a story point.
Okay, so that would mean it'll be 2 reds then.
Yep, as that
man.
armor is super thick.
Oh no!"
So that means I can only reduce it twice, so I will take 4 more strain. Ouch.
Oh my god!
So that will be 11 damage, pierce 2.
Yeah, he is knocked out cold.
Oh. I guess I'll heal 3 strain.
Right.
You know what? People in Omashu can hear the lightning strike probably.
I guess a storm's coming into town.
Did we hear that actually?
If you want to make a perception check for it, you can. It's going to be a formidable check, though.
I will gladly.
Who's got? Yeah.
Think of Avari.
Actually, I don't know if I
green.
could pass it.
It's theoretically
I'll
I
possible.
still have a
try.
boost. What's my perception?
Let's go.
Hey, it was only 3 failures. Also, you're missing a purple.
Perception.
It's not like
I
I would have
have.
succeeded anyway.
Wait, it's a super difficult.
It's 5
5.
difficulty.
Formidable.
Formidable. Can multiple people do this, or just Karru?
Well,
No,
it's a general.
everyone can.
Okay, perception, 4 perps.
5.
5.
5.
I'm
not,
missing
I'm
one.
not going to roll. I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want to generate that many potential threats.
I believe in you. Do it. You have the highest cunning.
I
I
still
think.
have my boost.
I think Kyaye only has 2 cunning. It's just that. Yeah.
3 threats, but I heard it.
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
Kai hears a crackle of thunder coming from the mountains.
All of those threats.
And with those 3 threats, you're going to take...
I also hear a raven. He's coming into the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to...
What?
I was just like, oh, geez. With the 3 threats, what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You were particularly attuned to it, so you'll take a setback dice to your next perception check. And with that...
So with that success, though, do I recognize that, like, oh, that's probably Asiya, or do I just say, like, oh, it's lightning?
You recognize that it's a very short burst, much like Asiya's, and you know Asiya's up in the mountains.
Okay. Guys, I think Asiya's in trouble.
Meanwhile, Asiya now picking up
Has a triumph, so I'm curious.
I mean, narratively, the triumph can do many things. I think. Well, I'll just hand it to the GM what the triumph might indicate because it's from a combat check and Oh fuck! You know what? Let's see. Let's see how much overdone it is. Okay, just another advantage. Another strain.
Okay. So what I will do with that combat check is, as you pointed your finger, the lightning discharged towards him. You were able to catch out of your eye, in the direction that the Ravenclaw came from, at least 10 people rushing to your location,
Ooh.
all dressed in cowls.
Well, it seems I may have overstayed my welcome. I tell the man as I go over to him, which the rock armor is probably either fused to his body or completely disintegrated.
It's disintegrated.
Okay, as she picks him up and starts running back towards the city.
Okay, I'm gonna have you make an athletics check because you're trying to haul a whole person and basically run away from them while they're on their own 2 feet.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna do a quick athletics
Down
check,
the
and we're
mountains.
down the mountains as we go.
And I really wish I learned how to fly.
You'll get there.
Funnily enough, I think one of the abilities is an action, so I could take that for free with the bending specialist improved. All right. That being said, difficulty.
So it's going to be your athletics. It's going to be an opposed check. So it's going to be a total of 2 purple and 1 red.
Alrighty.
All right.
Left, man.
You're going to suffer a couple of strain as you're running, but you're able to successfully escape down the mountains, carrying the unconscious body of the bandit with you. And with that, I think we will wrap up there tonight.
All right.
Oh, we've got a hostage?
We have a hostage. That was my entire plan.
Oh God.
Well, less of a hostage, more someone I can interrogate.
How much XP is that gonna be?
We're going to do 20 XP for today.
Nice.
Whoa.
And we'll meet
Let's go.
after Friday.
I am poor as shit, but I'll be damned if I don't have a lot of XP.
All right. With
So
that,
yeah, the
we
next
will
one should be then. Let's see here.
end the stream. For those of you who joined us,
My thing will open.
let us remember.
The 7th.
Yep. For those of you who joined us, I thank you. As always, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are, and remember to stay frosty. For those of you watching this on YouTube, for those of you joining us on YouTube, oh no, it's going to hell. Oh no. I'll just close that. There we go. For those of you watching this on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment about your favorite part, and as always, I don't know. I really should do the like and subscribe after. Have a good day.